It's Week 10, and the Falcons have flown into Dallas. Atlanta's seeking a little revenge from a season ago when the Cowboys pulled off an epic comeback. Will we get another shootout? Find out next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 6 catches, 81 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop. On second down, right back to Hunt.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. They'll run with Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run the ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions.
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes
Two
last week.
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Muscles him off. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Prescott from the gun.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Here's Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Here's Prescott.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A carry here for Hunt.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
2nd and 12.
Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play action. It's Ryan.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Ryan now off the bootleg. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Now Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Ryan to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a second and 10. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10. Here's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he had a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And his kick here is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Prescott on play action. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. A give to Elliott running left. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ryan. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Micah Parsons, the rookie out of Penn State, in to drop him for the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
On third down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down. And he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. That's Gallup on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons!
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns there. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Julio Jones, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons, they've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Rick Zerline for the Cowboys field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Play action, Ryan. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A give to Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Ryan on target to Pitts, 1st down, Falcons. Escapes the sack. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. First down, Prescott. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. On 2nd down, Elliott. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Prescott to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This is Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Ryan. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Prescott on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this will be caught at the 30. He stiff arms it, and they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Cooper, 84 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with breaking contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Zerline good with a PAT. Gives him a 3-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Well, timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Ryan to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Patterson on the draw play, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Touchdown, Falcons! Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons have retaken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
That's complete to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's Dak. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Now Prescott.
He's going to let it fly.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, Prescott.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Dallas, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
Wow, what an absolute amazing game. It's probably the best game that I've seen played out to this season so far. A 4th and 19 miracle play to Kyle Pitts to extend the game, and then instead of settling for a field goal, we were able to get the touchdown to put the pressure on them with not much time left. Our defense gave up a lot of yards, but we were able to only hold them to 20 points, which is the huge benefactor. Kareem Hunt, although he's not doing what I initially was hoping for, which was going to be like a bell cow, 20, 22, 23 carries a game, 100, 110 yards a game, he's running it effectively. He's getting 4 or 5 yards a carry to the point where his running ability is now setting up our offense. We've gotten healthier in the offensive line. Things are starting to tick. Russell Gage, Kiki Kuti, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts, and Cordell Patterson out of the backfield have proved to be a deadly combination. Defensively, we're getting healthier. We have room to grow still, but we're getting healthier, and it's starting to show. And we are now 5-4, and things are looking up. Let's see what happens. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you stay tuned to the next video. Peace.